Hello guys, welcome to your own channel I Live for Coding, and here I'm your friend Ronit Mukherjee. So guys, I would like to welcome you guys to the third video of the building student management system using ES6 JavaScript, jQuery, and Webpack, Bootstrap, and many more other plugins, guys. So I would request you guys, if you haven't watched the previous videos, then go to the previous videos. I will be giving the video links on this video on my descriptions or comments, and go there, watch the video, and then it will be helpful for you guys to be connected. Okay, guys. And if you haven't subscribed this channel yet, then please press the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you don't miss any notification of my videos. Okay guys, let's start today's topic, how to do the system of adding students to the database. So let me start the system. As you have seen, we have already configured a command npm run ser, which do the webpack watch and run our browser sync. Let's wait for a few seconds, it will start. Okay, guys, so we can see that our system is loaded, and let's log in into the system. Let us see. Admin, password, and enter. Logged in successfully. So, guys, we can see that our system is logging in. Okay, guys. Now, as we can see that we will be building a single page application. So for now, what I'm doing, the concept will be that for now, we will be having two divs or two sections where we will be keeping one section will be for the login and another section will be for the complete management. Okay, guys. So the logic I will be implementing will be that after login, I will be hiding this login panel and will be showing the students panel. So come on guys, let's make the students panel now. So you can see that our login panel is already ready here, and now I can add the next section, and let us do it with section only. Let me create a section so that it's bit meaningful, and it's also section. Okay, now let me add the new section. So guys, I have created the section here. You can see that for to save the time of you guys, I have just made pause the video and just created the section here. So you can see that I've created a normal HTML section with dnone. Dnone is the class of the Bootstrap where we are hiding it by default. We are keeping it hidden. So its name, its ID is students panel, and here we can see that we have kept an additional button called logout. So because we need a system to log out, so I'm keeping a button in the center using text center to just keep a button there. Okay, and in the next students form area, I've created a form area where we have created a normal form, which shows the add student and alert, which will be using to show the alert successful and failure alerts. And this is the form which we have created. It has normal form groups where label is there, input is there, and age, gender, class. Okay, so we have kept this, and finally we have the button called submit button, add student. Okay, and now let me take you to the next section. So from here we will be adding the students, and here is the next section called students table area. So you can guys see that this is a dev students table area. This is this one students table area, and inside this we have created a normal table with few headers like hashes to show the ID, name, age, gender, class, and the actions. Actions we will keep like edit, delete, and all these sections. So we will see in the next video how to do editing and deleting. So guys, this setup is a normal setup just to learn how to create this type of systems. So I will be not focusing much on the standards and optimizations. So but I will show you a basic setup, a basic program to do achieve this type of things. Okay, so up in this section I have also created a p tag which shows that no students added yet. Fill the form to add student. This is to hide the table for now, because if there is no student, then there is no need of showing the table. So for in that time I will be showing this message. Okay guys, so it's saved, and let us now quickly see our browser. Okay guys, so in browser nothing will happen because we haven't written any code to hide this login panel and show the students panel. Let's go quickly to our code where we are doing the login. So we know that we have written this code in our this section index.js. You can see that if it's true, it's alerting the message. And then what I will do is that I will quickly, after showing the alert, I will hide this section. I will hide the login panel. Let's login panel ref. It's login panel ref dot add class. Although we need to add class dnone, and let me see that there is a section of students panel or not. No, so it's not there. So let's create the students panel. It's students panel ref is equal to, let's copy the ID. It's always good to copy these IDs as these are unique things and we are dependent on this. So it's always good to copy these things so that we don't miss anything and our code runs at once. Okay, so I have taken the reference of it and let me call this here. Okay, so what I want is after login panel add class ref, what I want is I want to remove the class dnone from here. So let's see what it's doing and quickly go to our code. Okay, let me enter admin, our password, enter. So guys, it works. So we can see that after entering the correct username and the password, we can see that it's taking us to the next section. So it's simple thing that we have done the hidden. So we are hiding one section and showing another section. So it's very simple. Nothing we have done very special like this. Okay. So we can see that we have our add student form here and it's showing the message that no students added yet. So fill the form to add students. And let us quickly do the bonus thing, how to do the logout thing. Very simple thing. Okay. So what I will do, I will show the login panel. Okay. So let's do it a bit logically. So first of all, we want to hide the students panel as we are logging out. So I will add class dnone, and as I want to show the login panel, so I will remove the class dnone from there. Okay. And as I have logged out successfully, so I want to show the message also. So let me take it here. Okay. So let's see what it do. It's admin password. Let's see. It's login and then log out. It didn't work because we haven't written any code there. Okay. On click. So it's not inside the login panel. As we know, it's not inside the login panel. It's inside the students panel. So student panel ref. Let's see it works or not. Okay. So guys, don't worry. We will do the in upcoming videos. We will see that after login, that the page should maintain the login. The page should not ask us for the login again. So we will do all these things in upcoming videos. So stay tuned and keep on practicing at home. Let's see. And guys, it works. See. So it's showing the message logged out successfully, and here is the login form again. And if we press login, it takes us. So it's a so smooth, so quick, and everything is single page. You can see, guys, there is no reloading, nothing. So it's single page. So guys, we can see that we have successfully implemented login, logout, and we have the UI form here for to handling the code. Okay, guys. So let's see now. Quickly write our code to do the add form submit. Let's see. Okay. Okay, guys. So I just copied the code for you guys here so that you don't waste your time while I write the code. So I've just now I will take you through the code. Before I take you through the code, I will say you. So what I've done is that you all guys know that it's a form. So I have written the code to handle the form submit event, and let me show you. Let's say password login. So this is a normal form, and what I have written is to handle the form submit. So as soon as I press add button, as it's a submit button, so it fires the submit event of the form. So I am quickly, so this is the student form ref. I've created a form reference to the form of the student. Let me create this variable quickly for you guys. The student form ref is nothing than the form. which is inside the students panel ref. So before I do that, let me copy it from here. Let me copy the form's ID, which we have kept, and it's a student's form area. Okay, and wait, we can directly copy this student form. So let's go here, and this is the ID. So you guys know the jQuery very well. So this is the reference of the form. Let's see. So let's first see that it's working or not. Then I will take you through the code. Okay, let me see and enter. Okay, nothing is working. So guys, let me see. Okay, so first of all, before I debug the code, let me show you the code first. So what I am doing is here is that I have created this student form reference. As you can see here, this is the reference to the form inside the student panel form. So what I did is bind the submit button. So as soon as sorry, submit event. So as soon as I press the button, submit event is fired on the form, and as you guys know, on submitting a form the page reloads, so I want to prevent that. So for that I have written the e.prevent default. Now what I have done is to fetch the values of these forms using their individual IDs. You can see that I've given individual IDs to them. See guys, so individual name, mode, these IDs are already given here. So I've just tried to fetch all these values from there. So it's a mode says it's add or edit mode. So we can remove it for now. So don't worry. So it's a name, age, gender, and class, and response is here. So mode is add. So let me keep this code aside as we do not have the edit code for now. So let me remove it. Okay, so here we are getting add student where we are entering all this, and after we get the response as true, what we have done, we have fetched the this alert reference, and where we will printing the message successfully. Okay, so again, let's see. Let me take you. So here you can see that its response is coming. Then final if response is success, means when it will go to this if what it will do is that add class alert success to the alert, add the message. So and table is stated there, students panel reference. Inside student panel reference we have already seen that there is a table. So I've removed the class d none because we want to show the table now. Then I've hidden the no student reference, no student message, and if nothing is there, then we will add the, when if response status is false, then we will add the alert danger class, and then finally add the response message which we are receiving from the backend to add here. Okay, so it's saved, and now let us create the code with you guys to how to write the add students code. Okay, so let me take you to the class. You know this is the class. Here is the code which we have already done. It's get user, set session, login, logout, get session. It's done. And now we need a public function to add student, which is not here. Okay. So let me do for you guys. So guys, so here I have created a function called add student where, as you know guys, that all these functions, so as I have already shown you in my first video of where I've shown you the demo of the final project. So where the code we have written is that we have an ACL, that is access control list, for every user, that what a user is allowed. So for that we need to fetch the current user which is in this session. So guys, as you know, in the previous previous video, I have created a function called get session user. So we, whenever user logs in, we create a variable called users inside the session variable, our local session variable, this one. And whenever this is created, if we check, so what we are doing is that we are checking that whether user variable is there or not. Means that the user should be logged in to access this function, to call this function. So first of all, we checked if logged in user is there, that is great. Then I checked that if logged in user ACL have the add permission or not using the index of, because ACL is an array. So I've checked that add is allowed to this user or not. If it is allowed, then I've created a string literal from the data which I received. So I am receiving this data. As you know, I will be sending, as you see, let me show you here. See, I'm sending this data, this is an object format. So here I've used the simple thing. Here I've used a very simple thing, which you know as the destructuring assignment. So I am destructuring this object into multiple uh, constant variables, which I will be using here. See, I've used it here. And here I have used this dot register student. And then finally, I am doing this dot add to students. So guys, let us see these functions now. So first of all, it calls a register student. Let me see. So a registered student takes the name, age, gender, and class. Guys, first again, I'm repeating the same thing. These codes are not final and perfect codes, but these are the basic codes with which we can have our student management system functional. So here, students, I've created students. Then there is a function called get students. So what it does, let's see. So get students is a function which will check whether the user has a permission of listing or not. Then finally it will return a copy of our students database, this one. So we have already created the students variable array where we will be storing the students. So it checks that the user have the permission to fetch students or not. If then it returns the copy using this, using the rest operator, sorry, spread operator, we are creating a copy. And finally it is received here. So I receive students here. Then by default, I've kept the ID value as 1. Then I've checked what is the length of the students. So if we have more than one students, then what I will do is that I will fetch the ID of that last student. So whatever the student is last in the array, so it should have received the final ID. The last ID given to a student can be fetched like this. Okay, like this. And otherwise we can have another variable which we can keep on increasing, guys. So let me do a quick change into it. I don't like this thing that fetching the auto incremented ID from here. Let me do something else. Let me create a variable. Let ID and auto incremented ID. Let's keep its name like that. And let me give it this. Let me keep its value like this. And let's create a quick setter and getter. This dot this dot auto incremented ID. This dot auto incremented ID is equal to. So guys, I'm keeping a value here because I want this function to work as setter and getter both. So what I have done is that took a variable here. So if this value is passed, then this function will work as a setter, else a getter. So if value is there, then we will set the value. So guys, this is always good to have the setter and getters rather than accessing the global variables directly and updating them. Okay, so it's always good to have this or getters and setters. Okay, so this is auto incremented ID and fine, it's here. Okay, and now let me see. Okay, this is auto incremented ID, value is here. If value is there, then what we will do is we will update its value with value, and else if value is not there, else we will return the value, return the auto incremented value. Okay, so let's see. It's the auto incremented ID. What we are doing is that every time a student registers, what we will do is that we will give a ID to it. We will give a ID to the student. Let's see. Let me remove this code. I'm not liking it. So it's auto incremented ID. You know that if I write this code like this, it will work as a getter and we will get the value as 0, which is the last value. And we want a new value. We want to increment a value, and this is the new ID. And as you know that we want to save this, so what we will do is this, there's auto incremented ID will be updated with the new ID. So this is the new ID which is given to a user, final a new ID, and now this will work. Okay. So this is the function which is just returning a normal object literal. I'm not creating any special things. It's just creating a normal object literal which is having ID, name, age, gender, and the class which was entered by the student. So finally, when this is written here, then I call the add to students. Add to students is nothing. Again, the same thing that I've created a special function rather than accessing the global variable, which is this local variable students directly. So we should not do that. We should have some getters and setters so that whenever a variable is updated, we know that there is only one source of truth from where this variable can be updated. So we can directly find those things. Okay. So this is add to students. Here, what we have done is that I have pushed the new student object into the students array. And finally, this is the code which we do not want now. And I have just removed it. This is what it's doing is it's adding to the students array. Okay, now let's move to the next section. So it's done. What I've done is written status true with message student added successfully. If not, then you do not have enough permission. And if their user is not logged in, then it will show that login to continue. So this is are the success and the error messages. Let us go quickly to our code. So guys, let's run this time and see whether we are receiving any response or not. So let me console it so that we can quickly see what's there. Okay, so let me see. So let us log in quickly. Admin and the password is password. Enter. And let enter the name, Ronit, enter gender male, sex, class, and add student. So guys, it's working. So you can see that our that code is already removed, which was showing that I would not say code, that message which was showing that no students added yet. So let us add it quickly. New student, Amit, age 12, gender male, sex, and add student. So guys, you can see that keep on it's adding and it's giving a new ID to them. Okay, so it's always giving a new ID. So it's working. See, it's showing the message also as we have written the code alert. And guys, as you can see, this code is this alert message is going on its own. So for that, we have written a very simple code that we have written a set timeout. You mean I want this code to run after some time. So after 3 seconds of time, after 3 seconds of time, what I've done, I've cleared the text of the alert reference, then I've added d none, then finally removed all the success and danger. For the next time, then we can directly add the danger or success directly. Okay. So while removing, I've removed all the other classes also. Okay. So you guys can see that it's adding. Let me try one more. Finally, and add student. I'm just pressing enter and it worked. See, I'm getting message after 3 seconds message disappears and here students are adding. Okay guys, so let's log out and again log in and this time it's maintained. So guys, this time it's maintained because we haven't refreshed the page so that variables are not clear. So variables are maintained, all our students database is maintained and that's why it has rendered it. So our table is also maintained so nothing disappears. But if we refresh the page, let me log out and quickly refresh this page. So I'm refreshing this page and now let me enter the admin and password and it's login. Okay, guys, so it's gone. And now, as we check, as we have entered some ACL, let us check with some other user which doesn't have the permission. So let me open our user database. It has admin which has list and add, and Jack do not has permission to add. So let us see if this Jack is allowed to do the addition of student or not. So Jack, and let me add again, Ronat, age 16, email, 10 class, and enter. Okay, so it works, guys. It shows us the message that you cannot enter, you cannot add a student. So let me try it again and show you guys again. See, you do not have enough permission and we can't add. So guys, it's working. So our function is checking whether the user has the permission or not. Then on that basis only it's allowing. So guys, we have successfully implemented the add student functionality with the proper check and verification that that user has the permission or not. And finally, we have in a bonus, we have also implemented the logout functionality. So guys, we can wind up this video with this functionality. In the next video, we will see how to edit the students. And let's meet in the next video. Till then, take care and bye-bye.